So I have GCSEs in like 2 months, and look what I'm doing with my life. I'm gonna end up failing. But you know what? That's not even my fault, because I've just found out that all of the studying I've been doing was for no point. Because basically, right, I've been studying for English literature because I'm really really bad at that. Like that's the worst thing. I was the worst in that. Right, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna start studying. I took 2 months studying that. By the way, making like, if you guys were to see the paragraphs I've made, I'm telling you right now that they would probably carry me through the whole of English literature, and I would probably come out with a pretty good grade. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I came up with the analysis, but I made basically analysis for each character, for each quote, for each theme, right? I was like splitting it up and doing that. So I've got paragraphs ready and I just need to memorize them. And that's what I did for my mocks. But honestly, it doesn't matter anymore, because I've just found out that apparently if you want to go to sixth form, right, and you pass English, you can't go unless you pass English language, right? And you need 5 passes to get into any sixth form. So basically, I thought that if I passed maths, English language, politics, and geography, that's 4 passes, and then if I pass English literature, that's 5 passes. But I've just found out that apparently English literature doesn't count, because it's literally just English. So English language and English literature are the same subject. So even if you get that as a GCSE, it won't count as 5 GCSE. So basically, there's literally no point of that subject, because you need to pass English language to get in. Even if you pass literature, you can't go. So it's literally pointless. I've spent like 3 months, and I'm telling you guys, I was convinced that this would be something I would pass in, because I came back from Saudi Arabia 3 months ago, and as soon as I came home, I kid you not, 10 minutes after we landed, I put all of my bags aside and I went straight to studying, because I hadn't made any notes. And the whole of the 3 weeks that went by after I came back, I just spent time in my room. I'm telling you guys, 6 hours a day. I didn't move from my seat. As soon as I would get up, I would pray, and then I'd sit down on my bed and I'd just sit there making notes and analysis for each character. And I wrote so much down, thinking that I would memorize all of this and, you know, I'd get a pass. But it turns out it really doesn't matter. Anyway, either way, there's 2 like little time left till GCSEs for me to be memorizing all of that. So I'm gonna look over the notes real quick before the exam. And you know, inshallah I pass. But honestly, English literature is a joke. And then you have geography. Why does geography even exist? Geography and history should be abolished. Okay, that's not true, because I actually like geography. Like, I like what I learn in geography. I don't like the part where I have to actually memorize stuff. Like, what do you mean? You want me to remember what happens at each plate boundary, and you also want me to remember each river process and each coast process? Like, what do you mean headlands, bays, caves, arcs? There's too much. Like, no. I don't want to do this. No, too much. And also, you know what else plays on my mind? Like, why is this relevant? You don't have all the information that we should know at this point in time. Why that? Why are you making me learn that? There's so many more important things in this world. Why that? Why are you making me learn that? That doesn't matter. Like, come on, teach me about something that actually matters. And I know there's people out there in the world, I hate people like this, by the way, who always like, oh, but it's so important, you know, education. Like, yeah, education is important in fields that actually matter. I really, really, really do not need to know about, oh my days, I don't need to know about made up characters and stuff like that about English literature. And same with, you know what, same with geography. Like, some of it is important, but it's really not as important as everything else in the world. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just wasting years of my life on this stuff that you know I'm gonna end up forgetting once I leave school. So